Hello, family. How you guys doing tonight? Hope everyone is doing well, and I want to welcome you to Talking After Dark. I am your host, and I'm excited to be with you this evening. And let's entitle this conversation, "Why Am I Dating?" So the question is, why am I dating? There has to be a reason why you're dating, a reason why you feel the need to date, and if you do feel a need to date, what is that purpose? What is your intentions for dating? Is it because you're dating because you don't want to be alone? Are you dating because you're hoping to find your soulmate and hopefully march down the aisle in matrimony? Are you dating because you need a sex partner? And are you dating because you need help financially? Are you dating because you need someone to go out with, to have lunch with, or dinner with, or breakfast with? You don't like eating alone, and on the weekends you find yourself at home just serving as a couch potato, not doing much more than watching television and eating ice cream and gaining weight that you don't need to gain. Whatever that reason is why you're dating, there's a reason for that. And the reason, one of the main reasons I find why people continue to date is because they're no longer dating their previous partner. And the reason that you're not dating your previous partner can be because you were ghosted, you were hurt, the person cheated on you, or left you high and dry, or things just didn't work out. You guys just didn't have matching, compelling energies, or you're just going through something right now and you need somebody to spend some time with you to help you get over what you've been going through and what you've been dealing with, and you just need a change in there. Somebody just to help you go through what you're dealing with. So another question to ask you to that: is it fair that you are dating the person for your own selfish reasons and you have no real good intentions? You're just dating for whatever that reason is that is amenable to you and not to them. And if that is the case, are you honest enough with that person to tell them the reason for your dating? That you're not looking for anything, you don't want anything, you just want somebody to talk to on the phone, you just want somebody to text every now and then, you just want somebody to go out with you every now and then, but you're not really looking for anything serious. You're not looking for anything at all. You just, at moments and times, you just don't want to be by yourself. Are you honest enough to be able to say those things to the person that you're dating? But when you select a person to date, there's a reason why you selected that person and not the other person. So be honest with yourself and ask yourself, what is it about that person and not another person? And if the person you selected, although you said you're not in a dating mode or a position, you just piddling your way through. But if that person possesses all of the things that you talk about, that you care about, that you want and need in your life, or at least the things that you say you want and need and things that you're looking for, although you're not looking, but the person represents exactly who you're looking for and what you're talking about, does it then change the script? Do you then flip your mindset to do something different or to begin to see this person in a different light? Or do you just continue to do what you're doing? Void that the person represents everything that you stand for. What do you do then? That's a tough question, because if you say that you just don't pay it any mind, you try to ignore it, and you're steadfast on the fact that you're not really looking to do anything different with the person, although the person is representative of everything that is meaningful to you in your life, you'd have to ask yourself another question. Are you really looking for someone? After all, do you really want to be in that situation? Or is it fair to that person that they're giving you their all and you've given them pennies to dollars? Something to think about. One of those Arsenio Hall moments. Aha. So, because you selected the person that you selected and the reason that you selected them sort of tells you something about yourself. It tells you what you're looking for. It sort of tells you why you picked that person. It sort of tells you that the reasons behind it may be somewhat different than what you say they are, but yet and still you proceed as planned. But the person you didn't select, what about them? What was wrong with them? What was right with them? What was missing? Because whatever was wrong with the other person and that was missing with the other person, somehow or another you seem to have found it in the person that you decide to date for whatever you say that reason is. So I think about that sometimes, and I think about, and if that's what you do, then what are you going to do when feelings get involved? If you, even though you don't want to date a person, feelings will get involved. If you see them enough, if you date them enough, sooner or later, emotions are going to set in, especially if you kind of halfway like the person. At some point, emotions set in and you begin to feel some kind of way about this person. You don't think so, but internally you really do. And not to mention, if you decide to have sex with this person or you become intimate with this person, if you can just be intimate with this person and see them on a regular basis, and yet there's no commitment, there's no attachment, what is that? Is that dating without using the words or without saying the words that we're dating or we're in a relationship, or are you just in a situationship? I don't know. What is it? What is it that you say you don't want that you have that you say you want? I don't get it. But that's some of the things that you have to ask yourself as you play around with this dating thing. Why are you dating? Who you're dating? And what you're dating for? What's your purpose? What's your intention? There's some questions that you need to ask yourself prior to dating someone to make sure that you are understood and you're perfectly clear about your intentions as well as your non-intentions. I think at the end of the day, it will keep you clear and steadfast on your intentional purposes towards that person, and it will make it perfectly clear with that person that you don't have any intentions. You just want to spend time with somebody, and you just want to get through what you're going through, whatever that looks like. But there's a lot of people out there that's looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right. But I want to remind you that there are no perfect people out there. None of us are perfect. We all come with baggage. We all come with luggage. And the most important thing about finding somebody to help you carry your baggage is an amazing thing. And when you find that person, I think that is an opportunity for you to either consider or to reconsider, that person as a formidable candidate for wholesome dating. You have to remember that when you put yourself in a situation whereby you date a person on a regular basis and you and that person become connected at the hip, so to say, at some point, I think it's time to have another conversation about what's what, and where a lot of people today, they date, but they just don't say the words that they're dating. They just don't use those words, and that could be for reasons just to protect themselves or to keep themselves clear, or to keep them open with an opportunity to continue to do what they're doing or whatever they want to do or think they might want to do. But there are people out there who are not really sure what they want to do. They've been hurt. They've been in painful situations. They don't know how to proceed. They're kind of careful about proceeding forward, but yet and still they are connected with another person to some degree that it works for them. But even if that's the case, you have to be honest with the person that you're connected to and tell them exactly what's what. You don't want to mislead anybody. You don't want to misguide anybody. You don't want to use anybody, and you certainly don't want to take advantage of anybody. So it is very important that you say what you mean and mean what you say. And also remember something that my folks used to say a long time ago, man, that what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That means if it's good for you, it's good for me, and vice versa. Just be cognizant of the fact, man, that everybody has feelings. Men have feelings, women have feelings, children have feelings, everybody has feelings. And And no matter what we want or what we don't want, that is never an opportunity for us to take advantage of somebody else's feelings or emotions and use them for our benefit. So be clear about what you're doing and who you're doing it with, and make sure they understand what that looks like, not just for you, but what that looks like for them as well. So give that some thought before you start dating, and figure out those things prior to doing so that everybody's on an equal footing and everybody understands where they are and what they're doing. It is the most respectful thing that you can do for yourself and for the other person that's involved. So listen, do subscribe, do share, and do talk to yourself first of all about what that looks like for you. Do share, do like, do subscribe, and more importantly, consider what you're doing before you do it. Okay? Take care.